Alrighty, so this is the Logitech Brio Ultra HD webcam. I think it's supposed to be 4K as well, but I'm not getting it for 4K purposes. I needed a camera. The one I'm using for work over here is that is the C920s HD Pro webcam. But I need something that's 60 FPS. And I don't think the Logitech that I was using over there for work, or I was recording for my Gran Turismo games as well, that is not 60 frames per second. It's only 30. So the Brio here has 1080, you know, I don't know if it's 1920 by 1080, but it's at least, 1080 frames per second. So that's why I ordered this. Just came in the mail. I also have the Elgato green screen, and I will be unboxing that as well. Probably that'll come after this video. But yeah, I'll do that one later. It's pretty big from what I understand, but I'll show you how big that one is. If I can figure it out, I'll do a comparison video between the C920s over there and this Logitech Brio here. But I'm just gonna open it. The first part of this is gonna be really short. The next part I may actually look at the software later when I have time. Like I said, try to figure out a comparison video. It was just last week where I even figured out that I could edit the actual settings in OBS, and I finally figured out on my 920s how to make it not as laggy. So hate just cut all these up, but I'm gonna pull this one. I said the first part here, I'm just unboxing it just to show you what it looks like here. There you go. So, pretty simple, pretty basic. Some cables in there. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if I should turn this light on. Probably can't see it this way either, but turn this back off. Looks like you can peel this off. I usually keep these on, honestly, the plastic parts there, because I think I still have it on my unless it's covering up that, but I can't tell. Yeah, I may have to take it off because it looks like it is covering that. Yeah, so I'll probably take that off when I get to plug it up. Looks like this does come out. Plastic here, Yeah, it looks the same as the 920s. It's sort of, yeah, that's exactly what it looks like, I think. I'll figure that out, set it up on the computer over here. I still need to order a game computer soon. Right now, I'm just going to test this out on the work computer over here. Cables. Oh, I get another one of these? Unless there's something else that goes on here. I don't know. It just looks like a second one. I'll have to figure that out. I have no clue what this is. Oh, it looks like a pouch where you can put the camera in. That's nice. You can carry it around. Don't know how well it fits. It looks pretty big. So it comes with a pouch. Says Logitech on it. And then the cable right here. So, like I said, thanks for watching here. I'll see. I don't know if I have time to do it right now, but maybe later. And I'll stitch it to the second half of this video. What kind of cable is this? I think they said it was, yes, a USB. So there's an A type here. And then I think this is a C type. And the C type goes directly in the back here. So that's nice. So I won't have to worry about, you know, plugging in a C-type directly into, even though this computer does have a C-port USB that's in the machine. But there you go. This is it. And like I said, if I can figure it out, I think I did change my settings though, unfortunately, on the 920s. I can set those back to default, but I'm going to take some screenshots first before I do, just to show like a comparison between the two, I'm thinking. But I'll figure all that out later. Alright. So, I figured out what this part is. I just thought about it. This is basically a cover that goes over the lens. So that's cool. That is, it sort of locks on top of it, slides right over. And also, I plugged the camera in over here to the computer, and it, I guess, installed some type of software. And it said I had to restart it in order to, you know, finish the installation. There was like an actual full install, but there was like notifications at the bottom. So I restarted the computer, and right now I'm just trying to get the camera set up in OBS so I can do like a double comparison video later. But that's what this is here. Cool. Okay, welcome to the second part of the video, the comparison part of the video. I'm just going to jump right into it. I'll put the labels up top, you know, which camera is which. This is a comparison of the Logitech C920s. That's 1080p, and that's 30 frames per second. And then I just did my unboxing of the Logitech Brio, which has 4K capabilities, but I'm not doing it in this video. But I'm just focusing on the 1080p and 60 frames per second. So that's the settings for both cameras right now. So I have one monitor here, that's where I'm focusing at. And over here, I'm sort of controlling the settings in OBS, using OBS Studio over here. And yeah, it sort of looks like the lighting on the new Brio is much brighter than the C920s. That's one of the first things that I do notice, so that's pretty intriguing there. I also noticed that you can't tell here. I know you can change it in the settings, like the field of view, depth of field and everything. I haven't figured out, like, I don't know if there's an actual software. Maybe I have to go to the website for Brio and Logitech. As for now, I'm just using the OBS settings, so. But I know you can change the field of view in Brio, but I need to look that up because I haven't figured out where that's at. But as of now, I do notice that the lens on the Brio is much wider. By a few, not too much, but it is like, you can see like right now I sort of have like half of the screen cut off on the Brio. That's how wide it is. It's almost a little bit less than half. It's pretty wide. You can't tell what it looks like here because it's like showing the entire room over here as opposed to the C920s. But right now I do have the Brio set to 60 frames per second over here, and the Logitech 920s is set to 30 frames per second. So I'm just going to get into it. I do have one light here. And then I have my ceiling light. So this is just my little ring light that I use for work and everything. I can like change the lighting like that, like the settings. So that's more of a whitish blue light. Well, that's the blue light there. But so this is sort of the orange warm light. I wanted it to sort of match my ceiling light. That's why I have it set to that. There's the white light. I can have it mixed up there if I wanted to. I'm going to go back to this lighting for now. There is another lighting I have here. I'm not sure if it'll make a difference. There's just like a little lamp, you know, lamp light. So I'll turn that back off. I want to show a motion, sort of motion test here. Just to show you. Go in, out, in, out. I'm going to wave this side to side. I also use a different object over here. I'm going to wave it side to side, and then I'll increase in speed as I go. Yeah, you can see the difference. 60 FPS is definitely better. Go slower. Faster. Faster. In. Focus. Out. One thing I don't really like on the Brio is like, I don't know what that is, but like when the hand goes in front, it like gets darker, you see? And then you can sort of see how quick that focus is compared to the other one. Do another test. My old Sensei mouse. Yeah, you can clearly see the difference too. So in case anyone is curious, like I need this camera because I'm going to be doing some reactions for Bleach soon, and maybe some of my future game recordings. Because I'm going to get a new gaming PC soon. So I wanted something a little better than what I'm using for work here. I'm using the 920s, for work, but you can definitely see the difference. Yeah, I'm just trying to catch that focus. Yeah, Brio's definitely better on the focus. But, so that's sort of a motion test there. I'll turn off the light here, light test. This is just I'm not turning off all the lights. Wow. So there's a light test for you. Turning it back on. Turning it back off. And these are the default settings. Everything is default inside of OBS at least. I haven't figured out the settings inside of the actual Brio or Logitech. It could be a software that's like, I need to look online for, but I haven't found it. But these are the default settings, so which one is more accurate to my room? I know that, like, if I do go into the OBS settings right here, I'm going to see. Like, you can change, I think, like, the exposure. If I can get it to move. It's not letting me change the settings, I guess, while I'm... Well, I also have it on custom settings. Yeah, I need to go in and figure it out. Because before I was able to change the settings in here. See, so I can change contrast here, but I don't want to screw with that too much. I think it was at 114. Default, 128. See if it works now. No, it's not letting me change the focus. Oh, I had an auto on. So here you go. So I can change, I'm just changing the exposure right now in OBS. I could go even crazier with it. But the more I increase the exposure, you see what happens. But there is a cool setting if you are using OBS. So I'm going to turn my light back. And wow, see the lighting. That's a huge difference. I'm changing my... It was at -4. I don't know why it changed to that. I think it's different now. There you go. Auto. So it's back on auto now. There is a setting inside of OBS called low light compression. That if you turn that off, it will make this faster over here. Like, I'll show you again. I'll bring that mouse up. I figured this out just before I even purchased the new camera. So you see me waving it now. If I go inside of C920s And in the settings inside of OBS, there's something that's called low light compensation. Turn that off and it gets much faster. So a lot of people may not know this. It's actually almost as faster than my other ones, not as blurry. But let me see if I can do the same thing inside of the Brio. Turn off low light compensation. They're both faster, but now it's weird. The Brio is like blurry. So I'm going to have to figure that out. But yeah, so that's the low light compensation. I'm not sure what I should leave it on. But as I'm, you just saw what I did there in the settings that a lot of people don't realize. So the C920s is good if you turn that off. But I'm going to turn them both back on. Change them to default. Because it seems like when they're both turned on, the Brio does seem better for the low light compensation. For that specifically. See, now they're both back on, but now the Brio seems better. So now I want to jump into an audio test. Right now I'm using the the C920s that I'm looking at so far. It doesn't seem honestly too much worse or anything than the Brio. Now the Brio, I probably will go inside the settings later and change it for my own liking. And I think that's going to be the unique part about it that I haven't figured out. But right now I'm speaking into this microphone. This is the Q2U Samsung. Yeah, Q2U Samsung microphone that I got a few months ago. Or last year, I can't remember. It's been a while. It's been months. Just working every day these months go by. But that's what I'm speaking into. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you when I'm going to switch over to the different audios between, each one. I sort of have them labeled. So here I go. So right now I am speaking into the Q2U. Turning off the Q2U. This is the C920s. Testing the C920s. Testing the C920s. Testing the C920s. 1, 2, 3. Turning this off. This is the Brio 4K webcam. The Brio 4K webcam. Testing the Brio. Testing the Brio. Testing the Brio. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm turning off the Brio. Now I'm back to the Q2U. So that was the audio test there. Oh, now I'm turning off the Brio. I had both on. So now I'm speaking in the Q2U only. And I turned off my other camera. So right now Q2U microphone is on right here. The audios for both of these are off. And so that was the sound test there. But that's pretty much all I'm going to do here. I just wanted to show a comparison here the best way that I could here and do a little audio test. Yeah, the lighting for the Brio seems a little bright. But like I said, I'm probably going to go in the settings on my own and mess with the contrast and things like that. And, I'm going to make it look much better than what it is. But I got it for 60 frames per second. I do think it is better because of that. So, again, there you go. That's my unboxing. This is my short testing. That's what I have for you. So, again, thanks for watching. If you're new, subscribe, like the video. Until next time, see ya.
Shinobu Kocho. Butterfly dance.